Well, listen, if you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
Well, here's the thing. When someone has nothing real to say, they just keep talking. It becomes a non-stop flood of words that sound important but land nowhere, and voters aren't buying it anymore, especially not from the women on The View. The disconnect is obvious. They speak like America is a theory, not a place, locked inside a bubble where applause replaces reality. For years, Whoopi Goldberg ran the table like her personal courtroom, perched at the head like a judge, cutting off guests, talking over dissent, and delivering opinions as if they were final rulings. Disagree, and you were dismissed. But then came a moment no one saw coming. Her grip slipped, live, unfiltered, and impossible to spin. And it happened because of Karoline. The episode started like always. Smug laugh, synchronized nods. Eye rolls on cue, a panel perfectly aligned with familiar script. Then the balance shifted. One calm interruption, one refusal to back down, and suddenly the room felt different. The laughter stalled. The confidence wavered. For the first time in a long time, the echo chamber cracked, and the sound that leaked through wasn't applause. It was reality knocking, loud enough that even daytime TV couldn't ignore it.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Whoopi, brimming with confidence, leaned back in her chair, ready to reassert control as the conversation drifted back to wokeness, a word The View treats almost like sacred scripture, defended fiercely because it underpins much of their identity. Feeling untouchable, Whoopi fired first, that familiar edge in her expression as she pointed directly at Karoline and declared, without hesitation, "Without wokeness, you wouldn't even have this job." Just like that, the room shifted. The tension hit instantly. You could feel the audience stiffen, the air tighten. Even Joy Behar, a veteran of mocking conservatives, looked uneasy, shifting in her seat as the weight of the comments settled in. The moment didn't explode, it froze. And everyone knew something had just changed.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Karoline, thank you very much for your time.
That was so good.
What Whoopi says next is exactly what you'd expect. Predictable and honestly a little irritating. After all these years as a host, you'd think she'd bring something fresh to the table. But no, not this time. So, here we are again waiting to see what she rolls out next. Let's see what she's got for us now.
In a statement afterwards, this young lady claimed her, quote, on-air snub proves that you-know-who will not be treated fairly in the upcoming debate. Now, do you think this is going to make people doubt whether CNN can stay objective, or is this more the same of, everybody's against me, it's all rigged, I tell you. Is everything rigged?
No, it's their MO. That's what they do. Rachel Maddow said last week, she's like, if the election is lost, it was rigged. If there's a debate, then the moderators are probably biased and they're prejudiced against me.
The atmosphere grew thick with tension as everyone sensed something big was about to happen, and it quickly became clear that Whoopi wasn't ready for what came next. This wasn't playful banter or a casual disagreement. Whoopi had taken a direct shot at Karoline's entire career, dismissing her intelligence, work ethic, and accomplishments as nothing more than a byproduct of an ideology Karoline openly opposed, a move that felt condescending, dismissive, and intentionally belittling. The audience applauded on cue and a few laughed, but beneath the noise was a visible discomfort, the quiet realization that a line had been crossed. Karoline, however, didn't flinch or rush to defend herself. She smiled calmly, confidently, with the expression of someone who knew she had the facts, the receipts, and the composure to flip the moment completely. And she did just that. With an almost unsettling calm, she laid out hard, undeniable numbers, government spending reports detailing taxpayer money funneled into questionable woke initiatives, overseas gender programs, and even Sesame Street-style propaganda projects, connecting the dots to show how wokeness had shifted from a social movement into a political weapon used to silence and punish dissent. As the facts landed one by one, the laughter stopped, the energy shifted, and suddenly, Whoopi wasn't smiling anymore.
Divisive and disgusting speech that any president, certainly in my lifetime, has ever given. He essentially waged war on half of the country by saying that we are all a threat to democracy because we believe in putting America first. It's not radical to want to put your country and your own people first. It's not radical to want to have a strong border, a strong military, and to unleash the might of your own economy, not economies around the world.